Hi, my name's Abby Brown, and I'm a senior in Entrepreneurship. It might seem a little strange that the gentleman who is about to speak has a passion for pearl earrings and handbags made by women located in Kenya. It's not necessarily the items that are of interest to Chad Jackson, but the fact that these products are a symbol of the hard work and spirit of entrepreneurship that are shaping K-State's campus. I had the opportunity to have Chad as an instructor for multiple entrepreneurship classes. He takes the idea of owning your own business and turns it into a reality. His hands-on style of teaching allows students to interact with established entrepreneurs, help fund startup businesses around the globe, and utilize technology to gain the most out of one's education. Chad inspires his students to take on challenges and change the community one company at a time. Chad Jackson.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I have just 5 minutes with you tonight to share with you a little bit about our business idea competition at K-State called The Next Big Thing. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how entrepreneurs embrace and learn from failure. You see, most successful entrepreneurs embrace failure. They have this ability to be able to externalize failure, to be able to look at it outside of themselves and learn from that experience as a growth and learning opportunity. Let me give you an example. Many of you may know Dave Dreiling or have heard of some of his companies before. But what you may not know about Dave is that he also had some not so successful companies while a student at K-State. These ideas included trying to start his own limousine service and trying to put tanning beds into sorority houses. Now, it is this passion, though, and this vision for learning and continuing to learn through these opportunities that helps entrepreneurs grow and realize more successful opportunities. It's this quote by Winston Churchill that I feel like epitomizes many of the personalities of these entrepreneurs. And again, it's this enthusiasm that they display that really helps them to find the next venture. The goal of the Center for Entrepreneurship is to provide students with a safe learning environment for them to learn about entrepreneurship and to reward them for trying it, even if failing. The Next Big Thing is in its 5th year. We've had 1,000 students representing every college at K-State participate in the program. Students learn to research and write a feasibility plan based on a business concept, present that idea to a panel of successful entrepreneurs and investors who ultimately decide for us which ideas are going to be the next big thing. Private donors have invested $75,000 in our students to start 20 new ventures. Now, some of these ideas have been great, and others have been not so great. But what's important is the learning process that occurs. And oftentimes it's the students who try to present a flawed business idea to a panel of expert judges who learn the most. I work with faculty members from across campus to help them incorporate the next big thing into their classrooms. Because, see, the next big thing is not just about startup companies. It's also about students having the opportunity that in their careers they may have to find new ways to fund lab equipment, propose a new process in a feed mill, or even start a new academic program. This is all entrepreneurship. And what's most important is that students learn through this process. And oftentimes we have to help students learn to embrace and learn from failure in order to get the most effectiveness out of this experience. Let me give you some examples. Chris Fox was one of our first students in the Next Big Thing. Now, Chris's first idea, like most college students, was to start a bar. But Chris's bar was different, right? Chris's bar, he wanted to start a bar to appeal to the healthy drinkers. So he was going to provide only organic fruit smoothies as mixers and to provide only beers under 100 calories. Now, President Schultz knows that those beers are not worth drinking, right? But through this experience, Chris learned. He learned through this process and since started Fox Home Innovations, which today is one of the most successful home remodeling and repair businesses in our community. Nick Young is another example, an architecture student who competed twice in the Next Big Thing. His first idea was to improve upon an already brilliant innovation, the Snuggie. See, Chris's idea was to create an enhancement to the Snuggie to allow individuals to attach their Snuggies together, thereby staying connected with their friends. Nick learned through this process, came back the very next year in the Next Big Thing, and presented an even better idea. This time, his idea was to propose a concept that would deliver construction materials and building supplies directly to construction sites, saving his clients time and money. And I'm sorry, but even Abby Brown has learned through this process. She was so nice to me earlier. But even Abby Brown has learned through this process. You see, her first idea that she came up with was to present an online application for individuals to be able to record and schedule their own medical and dental appointments on their own time. Now, Abby learned from some of the challenges of starting this kind of venture and came back to start Absolute Design. Absolute Design is a social entrepreneurship venture. See, Abby creates and designs and sells pearl earrings, giving 100% of her profits back to other women entrepreneurs in the form of grants. So as you can see, there is a wealth of learning that occurs through the Next Big Thing process. I invite you to come to our Next Big Thing finals this year, which are on April 4th from 1 to 5 p.m. here in the Union, and support your student entrepreneurs and watch as they go through this learning process. And what I hope you will see is not only a safe environment for our student entrepreneurs to learn about entrepreneurship, but I hope that you see that they have enthusiasm to be able to begin again more intelligently if they need to. Thank you.